Hi, I'm Abby Williams.
And I'm Mary Wilson.
And we are both students at St. Francis of Assisi Catholic School.
And we both love to play soccer as our hobby. And then I play basketball and she likes to run track.
And we always love being outdoors and enjoy eating apples, which is how we got inspired for our project.
We hope you enjoy. The preservatives that we would use to help preserve the apples are sugar, vinegar, salt, and lemon juice. Sugar is said to help preserve the apple, but only in a syrup form. Preservatives would try to protect foods from microorganisms that usually land on food and cause them to spoil faster. Apples start to turn brown when they're bruised and cut and oxygen is able to come in. This starts the process of oxidation. Lemon juice is very high in antioxidants, which slow the process of oxidation. Also, it is acidic. The lower the pH of the acid, the less active the enzymes are. So vinegar is also an acid, so it would help preserve the apple. Salt is used to preserve meat, not fruits. We will test to make sure that we are not missing out on something that could be used to preserve apples more cheap than other products. We hope that we can further this research during our experiments and that maybe we can find a better, healthier, and cheaper way to preserve food.
At the beginning of the experiment, we hypothesized that the apple with the lemon juice preservative will be the most healthy way to preserve the apple, but that the sugar will make the apple last longer. At the end of the experiment, we figured out that the salt mixture was the best way for the apple slice to not become brown, but it completely dried the apple out. The sugar solution was quite effective in making sure that the apple stayed moist without drying out and not browning, but it started to dry out slightly towards the end of the experiment. The vinegar was completely ineffective because it was brown in the first few hours of the experiment, and the apple was also quite withered. The lemon juice was fresh for the first couple of days, then started to slightly turn more brown as the experiment went on, but was very effective in keeping the apple slice preserved. After seeing the results, we conclude that the apple preserved with the lemon juice was the most effective because it kept the apple fresh and for the most part not brown.
We can improve our experiment by increasing the amount of days in the experiment. By adding more days to report what happens to the apples, we can get a better understanding of what to expect in preserving the food and figure out how to improve the preservatives on a wider scale. We could also increase the amount of preservatives so that they would not dry out as quickly, since it only took 3 days for most of the preservatives to soak into the apple and to evaporate.
To add on to our experiment, we should next try to figure out the best way to preserve and keep a wider variety of healthy foods fresh instead of unhealthily preserved. These could include other fruits, dairy products, etc. This could possibly even later improve the amount of nutrition soldiers consumed. By figuring out how to preserve healthier foods, this could affect and possibly help the diets of soldiers into eating healthier and more fresh, delicious foods. By starting small with a couple of apple slices, we could end up changing the way people preserve their foods. This could lead to a healthier and better choice in the complete diet of humans.